burner, Hal, because it needs to get going at some stage.
Yeah, it does. I think Uruguay, they've been really working hard, and I have been impressed with them. They've had that low block and they've been patient without the ball, but I think from a Portuguese perspective, they've dominated the possession, for the most part, and they've had good possession also around, the Uruguayan box, and they just need to be a little bit more decisive when they're in those areas and, take shots on goal. I think we've seen, very few shots on goal in the first half. So, yeah, Cavani been isolated as well up top, but actually Uruguay, they've grown into the game as it's progressed.
We've actually had just the one effort on target, which came from Bentancur,
Best
who is
chance.
a completely different player now to the player that probably at the start of his Tottenham career at Juve. 3 goals and 181 for Juve. He scored 5 goals already this season. And I think from what we've seen today, he is playing further up the pitch.
That'll be Conte, the coach, and he's getting more confidence. He wants to score a goal. He feels he can score a goal. And he should have scored a goal tonight. I mean, we'll see the build-up, and we're emphasising Declan Rice, his position as a holding midfield player, filling the spaces all the time. So watch this. This is headed back. Neves goes for it and gets injured, I think, with Cavani. He stays down, and look at that area there for Bentancur to run into now, where a holding midfield player should be. Diaz does not cover himself in glory. Carvalho dangles a leg, and really he's got to score at this time. He's got several options open to him. Goalkeeper coming out only wants to do one thing: is spread himself as big as he possibly can. And there's an element of luck. He gets lucky, it hits him, but we've got to score there.
Yeah, that is a dreadful miss, really. He can go left, right, over, under, and going under, when you go on, if you're going to go through goalie's legs, you've got to go hard and you've got to keep it along the grass so it skids, give yourself a
or lift
chance.
It higher.
Yeah, or lift it higher. He did everything and he just got it wrong. Uruguay were growing into the game, from that, like you said, they had that back five, and then just not enough. The disappointing thing for me, for Uruguay's perspective, is Núñez hasn't really got around. Pepe's 39 years of age. Yeah. That's the frustrating thing. Just sling one up there and let him just get amongst him and try and bully him and roll him. They haven't, but they are coming into the game, but it's just a little bit too lacklustre.
You'd be doing that if you're playing against a 39-year-old, wouldn't you? You go, right, I'm going to give him the run around, let him know I'm about. But Pepe's thanking his lucky stars at the moment.
Yeah, he is. You saw that chance there. He was involved in that three players on Bentancur, and he drifts by them. But yeah, I think really getting up to support Cavani, I think, is going to be key, because Uruguay can get up the pitch, and I think when they do, they can begin to probe. They can begin to affect Portugal in that final third. Which, although we've seen some good chances from Uruguay, we haven't seen enough of it.
We've so often in this tournament so far, we've seen the first halves where teams have been sizing each other out and then it's burst into life. That's the only thing we can hope for. I think that the Uruguay manager will be the more happier of the two coaches.
What about Ronaldo? We saw Ronaldo pass one off the shoulder.
Yeah.
Might have been offside, it was still great. And he had a sort of a half chance towards the end. It was a really tough one.
He's playing on the fringes of it. I mean, this is him now. This is the modern Ronaldo. He's a centre forward. It's a lovely, he just backs off. That is instinct. He just reads the flight of the ball, brings it on his chest, gets his shot.
He's done that all his career. The best headers of the ball, which you have to put him in that. You talk about how great he is with other things, but he's a really good header of the ball. And the thing that makes him a really good header of the ball, he picks the flight up early. You see the defender runs under it, he knows he's getting it.
0-0 then at the break. Competition time now, and for one lucky winner, the more goals, the merrier at this World Cup. There's Portugal definitely through. Uruguay could still qualify when they play their last group game, but the Portuguese 3 points clear of Ghana at the moment, who had a great win over South Korea earlier. Lots to talk about. Did he or did he not touch it? Joe Cole. This is like a game of Cluedo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his reaction suggests he touches it, but I'm yet to see a camera angle where I can go, yeah, he definitely touched it. There's been interesting conversation with Bruno and Ronaldo here. First of all, he gets the ball here. This is a pair that have worked so long together. Look, as he picks up the ball, he just peels off Ronaldo and just times his one run perfection. As he's coming in, I can't see where he touches it, Poogs. I think this is a better angle, and if you slow it down, it does not look like he can't.
That's pretty good acting. That is pretty good acting.
Yeah, because he's a striker. And you, as Alex at Strikers Union.
I mean, it isn't. I don't.
What I see here, I'm not seeing space between the ball and his head.
Yeah, but there's a period, Hal, when the ball comes
and it blocks the view. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I don't clearly see that. And clearly, FIFA need to improve their camera quality, because we should have a zoom in on this. But yeah, I think that reaction, he thinks he's touched it anyway.